Sound, anybody? Is there sound? Is there sound? Can we hear? Is there sound? Sound? I'm gonna wait for somebody to. That's so strange. This has never happened. And I was. This was one of my better narrated, if I do say so, games. I was really into it. Oh, jeez. Any sound? Can we hear? Barry, we got sound? Much better as in sort of, or much better as in good to go? Barry's our sound check guy. Good to go. All right, Barry. I'm glad you guys missed 30 minutes of commentary. That's awesome. That 30 minutes basically broke down this new tweaked system way of playing. I've never had a sound issue before. That's crazy. And then everything is set up the same way it was last half hour. All I did was restart the stream. So usually I try and verify if sound is working or not, but I've never had an issue. So I just kind of took it for granted that sound was good to go. All right. Well, sound is not underrated. Now that we have it, let's make the best of it. Recap. What am I doing? Getting ready to start the French unit phase. Let's go back over the phases. This is a tweaked commands and colors system. We started with the initiative phase. We counted the number of units for each side. We rolled a die equaling the number of units per side, looking for 5s and 6s. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you can activate one unit in that command phase. Whoever rolls the least amount goes first. The British rolled the least, so they went first and activated 3 units in their command phase. In the command phase, you can take one action. In a turn, you can take a total of 2 actions. That one action consists of a regroup, which we will get into later, a move, or a fire, charge, melee action, what have you. One action, though. And that's what we saw over here on the left with the 3 British. They took their command actions. Then it became the French command phase. They rolled 4 commands, which is why they went next. And 4 units thus took 1 action. And I think theirs consisted solely of movement. Then it became the British unit phase. And the unit phase, every unit can act. Again, a unit can typically take 2 actions, but they cannot take 2 actions if they took an action in the command phase, as did 3 British units. Thus, all but 3 British units took 2 actions in the unit phase. And I think mostly British actions consisted of double move, so their 2 actions, move, consisting of 10 inches, and move is 5 inches. I think the Highlanders here took a double fire action. And then it became the French unit phase, and that's when I noticed I had no sound. All right, French unit phase. I'll do my best. And man, that's a drag because, again, I feel like that was one of my better 30 minutes of commentary as far as breaking down how things work. We'll just keep rolling. Pun intended. French unit phase. All units will act, barring, and 2 actions, barring those that took a command action, which would be this, and this. We'll start over here. These guys are shaken. Why are they shaken? Because they took hits. For 1 or more hits, you accrue a shock marker. This is nothing new necessarily. And if you have more shock markers than unit strength, you become shaken, which essentially means broken. You can do nothing else but rally. So let's try and let's go ahead and for their first action, we'll try and buck off those shaken markers. So we have 2 shaken markers. We're going to roll 2 dice. 5s or 6s, we shed them. We shed nothing. I may or may not get let me verify this. I have this written down. I will check. If you're shaken. Shaken. Let me check this real quick. This is our first speed bump here, so I'm not too upset. Let's check this, see what this says. Okay, yeah, he can only do one since he is in that state. He can only do one action and he failed miserably at it, so he's done. We'll mark him with 2 just so I know he's done. All right, that brings us to these guys. He can take one action. He's going to fire. That's going to be his action. Let's see here. He will fire at closest within his firing arc, which would be that, I believe, line infantry. He's going to roll 4 dice, looking for 5s or 6s. Correct, Amundo? Yes. 4 dice, 5s or 6s. He has accomplished 1 hit. He'll roll, and there are saves now. It's another thing. When you take a hit, it's not over. So I will roll 1 save for that British unit. Looking also for a 5 or 6. I did not get the save. Took the hit, and we'll also take a shaken marker. I'm sorry, a shock marker. So he drops from a 4 to a 3 and has 1 shock marker. That guy's done, right? Because he had already taken an action in the command phase, so mark him as such. Dunsies. What about this? I believe they're within 10 inches, which is our maximum musket range in this here game. He is definitely within range. We'll go ahead and mark him. That's going to be, not sure why. I guess he took a hit. 3 dice, 5s or 6s, got nothing. He's done. Same with these guys. Should be well within 10 inches. Check. Fact check. Yes, he is. He'll roll 4 dice, 5s or 6s. He got 1 hit. British will roll 1 save. If he gets a 5 or a 6, he saves that hit. He does not. So that unit takes another hit and another shock marker. So he drops to a 2 strength and now has 2 shock markers. 1 more shock marker, and he becomes shaken, shattered, etc. He's done. Let's fire with these guys. 4 dice, 5s or 6s. We got 2 hits. They'll roll 2 saves. You get an automatic save if you're in soft cover, and you get an automatic 2 saves if you're in hard cover. Save 1 hit. So we only got 1 hit. He drops from a 4 to a 3 and gets a single shot marker. That brings us to fresh units over here that have done nothing yet. I think this guy can fire. Is he within 5, 10, 15? He's out of range. Is he out of range here? No. So he will fire artillery firing at this ginormous line unit that's moving up. That's 15, right? Is that what I said? It's going to be 1 die. Not a lot, huh? Got a hit, though. Will he save it? No. So 1 hit accomplished here. Drops from 4 to a 3. British fired twice with air artillery and got nothing. Absolutely. Eric, welcome back. Sorry about the sound, buddy. That was a real drag. That was one. His first action. For his second action, guess what? He can fire again. And he gets nothing. All right, so that's done. So then we have, I don't know if you can see this, on the very, they'll move up and be better in camera eventually, but we have cavalry unit here, light infantry, and then the same, they're part of the same unit, the cavalry unit back here, and this one, although there's that gap between them, they are the same unit. So one of these guys, I guess the guy here, is going to be out of command. So how to bring them back in command, I'm not sure. Hadn't considered that till now. Well, let's go ahead and move this one up 10. It won't be enough to, they're too far out to charge this go around, but if they can withstand whatever the hell this British unit's going to throw at them, they'll be able to charge next turn. And again, there's that age-old, do I charge now? When do I charge? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Is it a good idea to charge it? Yeah, actually, I think it is. Because if we charge, then they'll form square, and then guess what? That artillery unit may be able to do something. So that was 10, right? Yes. They're done. Mark them. If you'll notice, cavalry do not move any more than infantry do. Again, argue amongst yourselves whether or not that is something you can live with. In one move, you can go 5 inches, and 2 moves, you can go 10 inches. And it's the same for a broken bayonet. Let's fix that. Jesus Christ. I just ripped off a bayonet here, and I can't not fix it. I'll forget about it. I'm usually pretty good about that. Got the old Gorilla Super Glue. It usually works pretty good. Sorry about that little interlude. Let's move him again. I had to replace a flag earlier that had come off. I guess that's the nature of the beast. So he's done. 2 moves equals 2 actions. He can do nothing else. He can't move. He's out of command. This is retarded. What about these guys? If I move over here, I'll be out of command. So let's do it like this. Put them... They're only going to get 1 action because that's all they have to maneuver wise. So I'll put them right there. Here, okay. And then we have this out of command other half of our light cavalry that really, I don't know how to fix that. I guess I'll have to bring the commander back around. No, I can bring them. Okay, here, hold on. I can do a regroup order. Let's see if we can do that. Hold up. If I do a regroup order, yeah, sponsored by Gorilla Glue. Wish I had some sponsors. Let's see. regroup the ordered unit rule. Let's see, that's in a command phase, unit phase. No, I can do a regroup in the next command phase and move them automatically, but I'll move them towards the leader, but I can't do anything now. So that's it for the French command phase. And then that leaves the end phase. End phase is just housekeeping. You're going to remove all of these take action markers. And if I remember correctly, you will also shed one shock marker. So I need to verify that. Right there. So let's verify that. Is it one shock marker? Is that what we're doing? In phase. Yep, one shock marker. So he'll have nothing left. He'll have no shock markers. Hedro loses one, still has one. He'll be good to go. He'll be good to go. As will he. Boy, these little poker chits from Axis and Allies, I've gotten more use out of these. It was worth the money for those games just to use these things. That's really odd to use those games for, although the D-Day Axis and Allies I've had a lot of fun with. Let's see. Cat thinks it's dinner time and it's not. That's the end phase. So there you go. You guys missed the 30-minute opening in which I narrate what was going on, but hopefully we were able to catch up and you guys kind of get the drift of what's happening. So that was turn 1, 9 turns, drops to turn 8. Do I have another turn in me? Yeah, I think I do, maybe. Let's just play it by ear. I'll start the second turn and then see where I'm at. So here's what I'll do, right? I'll cover what was missed in the first 30 minutes in turn 2, right? So here we go. We will now count how many French units are not shaken and not eliminated. So we did lose one French unit that first turn. On the cusp of losing the second one, but haven't yet. So that means also, let's see, command phase, who is, where is this? Why does that look weird? Okay. So anybody that is shaken or shattered cannot benefit from the command phase, which is nobody that I'm aware of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dice. Really? 10 dice. Okay, yeah, 10 dice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 dice for the French. We want 5s or 6s. This is for the command phase. What we're doing is the initiative phase. We roll all those. We look for 5s or 6s. We have 2. 2 command actions will be what the French get. And then for the British, then we count non-shaken units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why am I missing 10 dice? 5s or 6s, we get 1. We get 2. We get, what do you do in the event of a tie? That's something I haven't considered. So typically, whoever rolls the least amount of activations is who goes first as the initiating player. However, upon a tie, which I hadn't considered, and if you don't roll any, you still get a minimum of 1 action. So Well, it doesn't even say. So we got to house rule this. I'm going to say whoever went first last time will go first this time. So let's say the British go again. Huh? What do you say? Sound good? So the British get 2 command actions they can take. Let's go. Can we see this? Is this on camera? Not really. How about now? This unit here is going to take an action. And this unit here will take a command action. Believe they're within range. What is it? There, yes, they're within range. All right, let's start over here. Firing at the stinking light cavalry that's pending, charged with a charge pending. And it's going to be 3 dice. So we're looking for. What are we looking for? 6s. We got a hit. They roll 1 save. Looking for a 5 or 6. They do not save. They drop from a 3 to a 2. And get a shock marker. Not enough to prevent that charge, though. And they'll get a took action marker, which means in their unit phase, instead of taking 2 actions, they only take 1 action. Over here, 1 action. And that's going to be 3 dice, 5s or 6s. We got 1 hit. Over 1 save. Did not save. He drops from a 4 to a 3. And gets a shock marker. That's the British command phase. Now we bounce back over to the French command phase, which was 2 commands. Do we want to go ahead and do... It's just out of range for a charge, but I'm going to let him have it. So let's charge with him, put them in square, and then fire at that square. Is that what we fire at that square with our light infantry? That's how you work that. So is that how we work that? Can you even see what I'm doing? Can you guys even see what's going on over here? We're trying to charge this unit here with light cavalry. I'm going to use the same rules and commands and colors for this. Where's his take action marker? And he will be in square. Give me a square marker, eh? So we'll roll for the British square first, looking for, that's melee, 5 or 6. He didn't get it. And then the French will roll, they got nothing either. So that's kind of canceled each other out there. And then I was going to fire with these fellers, I thought, but now the damn cavalry's in the way. So maybe I'll just move them up 5. That's what we'll do. Let's move them up 5. Give them a take action marker. And we'll put him right here. Looking good there. Back him on the sheet a little bit. Pull him over so that flank is not obstructed. Everybody happy? We good? Yeah. So that's the end of the command phase. Now we go to the unit phase. British unit phase. Everybody acts in the unit phase. There is no rolling to see if somebody activates, rolling to see what they can do, how far they can move. Everybody activates in the unit phase. The unpredictability, uncertainty takes place in the command phase, not knowing how many command actions you'll get, etc. So with the British unit phase, let's start with the British right and work our way over. Like this, like this. So these guys have nobody within range since he eliminated that French unit. If he moves 5, puts him about right there. Will he be within now? Let me double check that. Moves 5. No. Yes. Actually, he will. Let's do it like this. I believe. So he hasn't taken a command action, so he will be able to use both his actions in the unit phase. And I feel like if I do it like this, these guys will be within range. We need that 10-inch. Yep. Okay. Maximum musket range here is 10 inches. So there's one action. Mark it. For his second action, let's go ahead and fire. And again, unlike traditional commands and colors, we're not going to fire at half strength for moving. Think of this as a time going by thing. It's not like, how do I describe this? They moved and now they're going to fire. That's just how it is. I don't know how better to describe it. So 4 dice, looking for 5s or 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Firing at that light infantry unit. It's probably going to knock him out here. He got 1 hit. If they save it, they're not knocked out, but they're going to be shaken. So either way, they're screwed up. Let's see if he rolls his save. 5 or 6, and he's saved. No, he's gone. So there's our second casualty of the game, which is another French light infantry unit. British right flank is just apparently a meat grinder, I guess. There's that. British now have 2 victory beginners to 0 for the French. So we'll continue to roll that British right flank around and see what we can do with it. That was 2 actions. So we're going to do these guys. Same deal with these guys. We're going to pivot 5. Jesus, why do I have shaky hands? And fire at these guys. Maybe. That's 10, right? Yep, we're good there. Doesn't look like they moved much. So it goes. And they'll be, if they're full strength, these are British light infantry, so we got 5 dice coming at this French unit here. Where is this? Right there. Firing. And also, once again, remember that the French can react if they're able and want to. They're not just going to sit by and watch all this take place. But if you do react, then that's 1 less action the French can take, that unit can take, and their unit phase. So what did I say? I believe I said 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. Looking for 5s or 6s. 1 hit. Roll 1 save. 5s or 6s. Did not save it. Drops from a 4 to a 3. and takes a shock marker. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, he's done. That leaves, where are these guys at? We got the Highlanders here. Don't touch that dial. We got the Highlanders coming up. We're going to double fire. Exciting stuff. So here's how you double fire action. Five strength means 5 dice. We'll roll these 5 dice. Looking for 5s and 6s. We got 2 hits. For our second fire action, we will re-roll our misses. 5s or 6s, we got 2 more hits. So that's a total of 4 hits. It means the French will roll 4 saves. Looking for 5s or 6s. And what did we roll here? Do you see any 5s or 6s there? No. You know what that means? Our third French unit is done. So the French left flank has just been completely chopped off. Chopped off, lopped off. What a dang mess that is. Trying to get these out of the way here. What's going on here, huh? All right, that whole battalion is gone. Ooh, almost had our first knocked over tree, which would mean we'd get a shot. Y'all get to do a shot. That was the Highlanders. Nice job. The British are pitching a shutout here. We'll go here now. He is shocked, so he can only take 1 action, right? I'll verify that. He would typically be able to take 2, but because he has a shock marker, he only takes 1 action. He's down to half strength, so it's 2 dice. We want 5s or 6s here. What is he? 2 strength? All right, roll it up. 5s or 6s. He got nothing. He's done. You're done. Get out of here. You're done, man. All right. Can we move these guys? Nope. We'll have to move them. We'll have to move them 10. Where would that be, I wonder? If we want to move him 10. That'd be about right there. That'll be his double action march. 2 moves, 10 inches, right up the gut. Brazen move right up the middle there. Again, the French could react if they felt like they wanted to. I'm going to hold off. He's done. Artillery got anything? One besides 1 die? I'm going to have to adjust that at some point. Fresh, though. It gets 2 cracks at it. We'll get 2 cracks at it. From here. I'll take that back and move him here and here. Artillery firing here, long range. May not look it, but that's how we're calling it. Which means 1 die. Looking for a 5 or 6. Got nothing. For our second action, we'll re-roll that miss. Still got nothing. So again, British come up empty with their artillery. That's 4 shots taken total and nothing to show for it. Well, we would have to move 10. So their action will consist of a double move. Put some of that right there. A when they will be done, because again, the 2 actions consisted of 2 moves. Boom, boom. Next, these guys with the gas, these have to be on, huh? We've got 2 firing actions coming from this line unit, strength of 3, so let's roll that up. 5s and 6s as well. 3 dice. Got 1 hit for our second action. We'll roll those 2 misses. Another hit has 2 total hits. Roll 2 saves. What are we doing? We're doing this right here. Two saves. We save none of them. This unit drops to a 1. The French are just not doing good. And he's shaken. Shakered. So he's going to pull back 5 inches because he's shakered. Shatting. He's shatting. How about that? That's nice talk for live stream. Pull him back 1. 5 inches here. He's going to be gone here. That'll be the 4th French unit that has been lost. I don't understand. Just don't get it. Okay. Got it? Got it. Next, we'll go right here. Vicar guns in the British right. You need a shot. Yeah, I've yet to knock over a tree. This is a rarity. Do you actually do shots, Eric, when I knock over a tree? I don't know that anybody actually has ever done that. Out of range, so he'll have to move up 1 and then fire. Where's the cat and why does it sound like that? It's not dinner time. Went to get Indian food today and took the scooter in about, I think it's about 50, maybe 48. Well, once you get riding and that wind hits you, man, it feels like it's freezing. All right, 4 dice coming in here. For the first action was a move. The second action was he'll be firing. So that's 4 dice. 5s or 6s. Ooh, we got nothing. Not a zilch, nothing. And then that leaves 1 action for these guys. I feel like I've done something wrong here. I may have given somebody an extra action. Don't tell anyone. That's possible. 1 die. Looking for a 6. He's never going to get that. Nothing. And, well, how does that work? I was just considered something here. In typical commands and colors, you automatically battle back as the defender. But we're noting actions taken, so... But they would get to react, so yes, they can. Nope, they cannot, because they're shaken and they have a taken action, so they can't battle back. That's the end of the British, in other words. Brings us to the French unit phase, and then we'll call it. So maybe another 15, 20 minutes. Let's start at what I guess is the center. The left has been decimated. There we go. French left has just been obliterated. What do we have in range? Yes and yes. Let's do it. Here's what we're doing. Firing 2 actions there, which means we can reroll misses. French unit phase. 3 dice. 5s or 6s. Got a hit. Reroll misses. Got another hit. That's 2 hits. First saves, 2 dice. Looking for, he saved 1. So he took 1 hit and a shot. Oh, guess what? He is now shatting. So he's got to pull back 5 inches. And he's down to 1 strength only. So we're on the verge of our first British casualty. Isn't that exciting? Who would have thunk it? The British thought they would emerge from this scenario unscathed. Not to be. So the French double action there pays off. Next. Right here. Cat's doing that thing where it like arches it back and walks sideways. I think she wants to play. 4 dice come in from this unit to that unit. 2 actions, so we'll be able to reroll misses here as well. 5s and 6s. We got a hit. Let's reroll the 3 misses. And we got nothing. So 1 hit. We'll roll 1 save. 5 or 6. They save it. So nothing. But they still get that shock marker even though they got their saves. There. They're done. Beep, 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 beep. I just can't make up my mind. Every time I think I find a system I really like, I find another system I really like. So I guess my 2 top faves right now are the more hardcore commands and colors where you divide up the table and roll dice instead of cards. I really like that. But I also really like this. Now I wonder if I would like it as much. He's not doing anything. He's shattered. He can try and rally though, right? So let's do that. He'll do 1 action. I'm talking about this guy here, who is shatting. Roll 2 dice to try and shed that. He shed them both. How about it? How about you? And he only gets 1 action because he was shatting, so he's done. But hey, good roll there. Very good roll. Another unit about to be gone, though. Let's waste time and fire another 2 artillery rounds. How about that? Fire it where? Long range right here? Yes. Right here. 1 die. 5 or 6. No, it's just, 5 or 6. Nothing. Reroll that miss. Nothing. All right. It's been a pleasure. Talk to you next time. And then these guys here. Light infantry. Going to get 1 action here, 1 action only. 4 dice. 5s or 6s. We got 2 hits. They'll roll 2 saves. Missed both their saves. Cool. So we cut him down to half strength. 4 to a 2, and he's got 1 shot. How do you like them apples? And then move. Bless me. Move what? I guess move these guys up 5. Right here. For 1 action. And that's all I'll get again because we've got stuff on the way. So this is the second time now these guys have had to waste an action because the cavalry are currently in the way. And then that leaves the cavalry who are done. They can't do anything. All right, that's the French unit phase. No, it's not. We got to bring this. If I can move him here, is that good enough to keep them in command and bring them in command? No, it's not. I mean, it's close. That's close, but next turn I should be able to bring this unit that is out of command. These guys here in command. So that is the French unit phase, end of it, and that brings us to end phase, and we're going to call it. So let's do the cleanup. All these take action markers are going to come off. One shock marker comes off. I feel like the British are in a fabled catbird seat here. They've knocked out 3. They're on the verge of knocking out another one. I've got a stupid out of command cavalry unit that's done by the scenario. They intentionally did that. Started him out of strength, and it sucks. You can feel the bite. Again, we're taking away these take action markers and 1 shock marker. So some of these guys will still have shock markers. All right, that's it. That's the end of turn 2. And I'm going to call it. I don't know if I'll. There's a small chance I'm back again tonight. There's a greater chance I'm back again tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Sunday. And oddly enough, I'm off Monday and Tuesday for MLK Day, and the way my schedule has changed, in order to benefit from an off day, they have to give me Tuesday off. So we'll be talking again soon. Not sure when. All right, guys. Anything you get to say? Any last words, questions? Well, you got me here. Let's see. Let's check the comments. No shots this game, right? That's weird. All right, Eric. Be safe, Barry. No, and you couldn't hear me, right? No, I haven't tried Valor and Fortitude. I'm familiar with it. I know what it is. But, Little Wars TV has a great run through where they use those rules and a review. I'm content enough with what I have at my disposal currently. So I guess when the novelty wears off on what I've been doing, I'll search out other things, that being a potential. But no, I haven't checked it out yet. It's free, easily modded. Yeah, that's what I hear. And yeah, it's free. What is it, like 4 pages? That's interesting for sure. All right, y'all. Those that joined, those that watched, those that will watch later, I thank you. Maybe we'll meet again tonight. If not, in the coming day or two. Y'all be safe. Be nice to each other. We'll talk soon.